Hello everyone. So some interesting satellite images have been shared from Rybachy naval base in the Kamchatka Peninsula. These photos show that anti-drone nets have been placed on at least two of Russia's Borei-class nuclear submarines. This base is in the Pacific, about 7,500 kilometers from Ukraine. You can see two submarines have been covered by protective netting to stop drone strikes, and there's a floating crane still arranging the netting on one of them. Now, I wonder if this is just Russia finally learning not to underestimate Ukraine and taking steps to prevent attacks, even this far away in an area that hasn't been attacked yet. Or if Russia got some intelligence or a tip off that Ukraine was actually planning an attack targeting this naval base, and so took steps to defend the submarines here. This is a main base for Russia's nuclear submarines in the Pacific, and being so far from Ukraine, it would certainly send a statement if Ukraine were to hit the submarines here, and would be a huge embarrassment for Russia. Now, if Ukraine were to hit here, then it would have to be an operation similar to Operation Spider's Web, I think. The usual long-range attack drones which Ukraine have don't have the range at all to hit this far. I think the furthest Ukraine has hit is just over 2,000 kilometers from the border. So I think if Ukraine were planning to hit this, and Russia got intelligence that Ukraine would plan to hit this, then it'd be an operation similar to Operation Spiderweb. So either a truck with drones inside to launch them to swarm the base, or possibly drones launched from a container ship or similar. Ukraine did something like that in the Mediterranean, you might remember. We saw a video last year of a small bomber drones swarming and destroying a Russian Shadow Fleet tanker. Not much info has been given about that one, but it has been suggested that either Ukraine launched them from a container ship in the area, or Ukraine got troops on land somewhere in North Africa and launched them there. Ukraine has done the unexpected a lot, so I definitely wouldn't rule out Ukraine being able to hit the Pacific Fleet at some point. I guess we also can't rule out that Ukraine deliberately leaked some misinformation to Russia here about a possible attack on the Pacific Fleet in order to divert Russia's attention over here, spend time and energy and money protecting the Pacific Fleet, and also the embarrassment of having to put protective netting over submarines over 7,000 kilometers away. Here's a Google Map view of Rybachy Air Base. This was damaged slightly last year, or the year before, by a tsunami which destroyed a dock here. So if the name rings a bell, that's why. And this is here zoomed out, so far away from Ukraine, so far away that Google Maps won't zoom out any further. So Russia must be really worried about Ukraine's capabilities if they're protecting their subs this far away. I bet nobody in Russia ever thought that during the 3-day war, it'd lead to them worrying about an attack on their Pacific Fleet well over 7,000 kilometers from the front lines. Hope you found this video interesting. Thanks so much, and take care, everybody.